Here's a good excerpt I got from Bibhas Day. His name is spelled Bibhas space DE. Apparently he was a doctoral student of Hans Alfvén. This is gonna sound really crazy that this guy was Alfvén's doctoral student. Wild, right? Here it goes. This little thing, I'm gonna link it to the bottom of this video, is entitled When Egotism Becomes a Beneficial Weapon. We are way past the age of enlightenment. Now it is the age of fakery. A person's acceptance today as an educator, enlightener of the public is controlled by his establishment and the media. Everyone not thus anointed is excluded. This excluded group today is in truth the pure source of public good. They seek neither your money nor your adulation. They seek to free you from the falsified universe in which the anointed ones lull you, bilk you with great ease, then sit back and let you feed their narcissism. Who has set up this gatekeeping system that a person's value to society must be certified by the establishment and the media? The establishment media complex is what it's called. They're up to no good. The advent of the internet makes it possible for the excluded persons to speak directly to the society, like I'm doing here with you guys and gals. But the society's receptivity to this still remains close to zero. They look at the name and say, never heard of him. To prevent the old order from corrupting the world, a lone person with liberating knowledge for the society should shed that modesty which some may conveniently require of him, and promote himself truthfully. He in effect has to become his own media, or her own media. The blaring megaphones of Los Hombres Malos must be silenced by the lone stranger's flute of many notes, on the high chaparral at high noon. Basically what this means is, if you're going to spread a message to people, if you're going to get your voice heard, you have to do it on your own now. You can't expect any establishment paradigm to support a new discovery that you may make, or to support free thinking or ideas that are more enlightening than what they have provided for us via textbooks and large media organizations. It is very challenging for people to stand up for themselves. I suggest, though, practice it. Practice standing up for yourself. If you consider something to be nonsense, don't be afraid to speak up about it on public forums. Don't be afraid of being ridiculed, because it's just a fleeting little thing. It's the others' insecurities about what they think is correct, which is actually nonsense, and they feel insecure about it, so they're going to lash out at you. Don't be afraid of that crap. If you need a leader, don't look to other people. Look inside yourself. Know that you are reasonable and rational and can make very high-level reasoning skills available. I mean, you can make high-level reasoning skills. You don't need to have dozens of years of conditioning via some university system. You don't need to know high-level math. You can use your good reason and judgment. This is 4.5 billion years up here of evolution. Use it. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of all the ridiculers and people who say you're in denial about things. Know that all this stuff is going to pass eventually, but it is worth getting the word out there. We do live in an age of fakery, where the Higgs boson was discovered, or this remnants of the Big Bang explosion were discovered. They got exposed really quickly, though. They tried to push that in to get their Nobel Prizes and pressure the Swedes into awarding them, and that backfired on them. I'm not too sure why the Higgs boson nonsense didn't backfire. I guess it's because the weight of however many people working at the LHC had pressured him into getting the award or whatever. It's Higgs boson's nonsense. Everybody knows that. Anybody, who actually is relevant in the scientific community knows Higgs boson is nonsense. As well, keep in mind that politics runs supreme inside the establishment. People who work inside of those groups, they're not allowed to speak up for themselves because their career is on the line, and that's for another talk. But I just wanted to go over this Bibhas D person, and I just found him. He seems pretty interesting. I'm not too sure if I agree with all of his ideas, but it is worth a look. Today is March 22nd, 2015.